Hello, brother. I am John Ball. I'm a member of the Illumine Program Council, and I am speaking today about Soularize that's scheduled for the end of October. For several months, the members of the Illumine Program Council have been working on planning for Soularize. It's our annual gathering of men at the Tamaya Resort on the Santa Ana Pueblo in New Mexico. And the conversations in our most recent councils have focused on discerning the path forward in light of the serious surge in COVID-19 infections that's happening right now across our country and the world. And so as we discerned the path forward, each man spoke and listened from his heart. And we shared our concerns, our hopes, our feelings, our recommendations. And while everyone urged caution, we found ourselves spending a fair amount of time trying to brainstorm every possible way that we could hold a gathering in person. And each one expressed his concern and pain that we were all feeling at the thought of postponing Soularize, if that was the wisdom that emerged from our council. And after every voice had been heard, it was clear that the responsible, or maybe a better word would be the prudent thing to do, is to postpone the in-person gathering for Soularize this year and to pivot to an offering for a day and a half on Saturday, the 23rd of October, and Sunday morning, the 24th. Now, if you've not registered, you can still do that by going online to illumine.org. But I want you to know that our decision was not based in fear, nor was it driven by the significant financial loss that would be incurred by the money we'd have to pay to the Tamaya Resort for canceling the in-person event. Despite the costs, we all agreed that it was the prudent thing to do for the common good, for you, for us, for our loved ones, and for the communities in which we live. We believe our decision is the right one, made through a thoughtful discernment process. It's a decision made by men who are the sort of mature, spiritually grounded, compassionate, nurturing, loving, and generative men Illumine calls us and helps us to be. Now, brother, please know that this is not an outcome that any of us wanted, but we all believe it's the right decision for a time like this. And we also know that you may be disappointed, or maybe you have had reservations about the safety of attending Soularize 2021 in a surging pandemic and having to travel to get there, perhaps by air or however you would come, and you're feeling some relief. We share those mixed feelings too. So, brother, we are calling on you as our Illumine community to help. Soularize is a large part of our revenue stream to continue our work, as Father Richard Rohr outlined in his recent video. You can see that on illumine.org as well. By prioritizing our health and our well-being, we are also incurring a penalty from the resort. I mean, they're in business for themselves. And in total, we are facing a financial impact, or a deficit, if you will, totaling upwards of $100,000 when you include our typical fire stoker fundraising campaign that we won't have this year, or at least it won't be the same. So to this end, we are asking for each brother, that's you, to help us by leaning into this need and to consider these options. One option would be to make a one-time gift equal to the in-person registration fee of $375, and more if you're able. But you see, any gift, one time or a recurring gift, would be helpful. You can do that by going to illumin.org/give. Now, you may have already registered, and if so, we ask you to consider not requesting a refund and consider that payment as a donation. And since we are not gathering in person this year, you'll also not incur the resort or the travel expenses. And if you're able to use those funds to contribute as well, that would go a long way to helping resolve the deficit. Ultimately, brother, the benefit of these contributions supports our mission, our support to men currently involved with us, and outreach to new men. So what's next? Well, your program council is actively developing a plan to support our theme of connecting through COVID. Connecting through COVID. And we're envisioning 2 sessions on grief and connecting. It's a series of live and recorded breakout sessions and a conversation with Father Richard Rohr. And as always, we will use the gifts of nature and ritual and image and story and counsel to weave our time together. So stay tuned for more details to come. However, we expect that the format will lend itself to chapters gathering locally if they can for Soularize to attend the online sessions and to do the outdoor wanderings and counsel. So, brother, we invite you to gather with us around that metaphorical campfire online, Soularize, and share deeply from your heart your story, your thoughts, your feelings, your needs, and your commitment to walking your path. And I hope you'll join us. The price for the online offering is $100. But finally, dear brother, please know that you are a beloved Son of God and worthy of the journey. We have been holding you in our hearts and our prayers as we have been planning for Soularize, and we will continue to do so. And we are eagerly looking forward to walking together with you in the days ahead. So stay well. Join us online for Soularize. And remember, dear brother, you are loved. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your generosity. And I hope that your path is a smooth one. Take care. Blessings.